position inside the 10. Just beating the play clock is Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 66 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Newton. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Panthers. A great effort there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this 1st quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 50, Newton. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as
it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3, Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
With a little over 2 minutes to play in the 2nd quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, is so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board. Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Here's Newton. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there as the first half is winding down. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Newton. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. He'll dump this one off to Hubbard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
A big play there for Carolina. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Newton. The quick slant caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this 3rd quarter. And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it? And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him. And now it's third down.
Newton on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Zach Bond there on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Flush to his right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. That's complete right around the 8. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Throwing here, Newton. And the Falcons get there. get the sack. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. They boost their record.